guys, I'm Nicolle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm on a different patio today to do another video for you. So for this video, I wanted to incorporate the single-ended and the double-ended rolls that I taught you guys in the past two videos. And we're gonna make a new groove with it. The really fun thing about this groove is that you guys get to pick which rolls you want to use. So I just think that that's really fun. You guys can be really creative and you can let me know what combinations you're using. So first I'm gonna play it for you slowly and then I'll break it down for you, okay? Okay, so just as a reminder, the single-ended roll sounds like this. So down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the double-ended roll sounds like this. Down, turn, up, down. Down, turn, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will put the link to the last two videos on the description box. That way you guys can go back and review the rolls if you need to. So now what I would like for you guys to do is to put a single-ended roll followed by a double-ended roll. So it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my left hand is just in the middle of the drum and I'm slightly pushing just so that my rolls are very crisp. Let's do it a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single, double, single, double. One more time. Good job. Can we do it a little bit faster? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. That's really, really good. Let's try it a little bit faster. Good job. So if you guys are wondering, the single-ended rolls and the double-ended rolls will sound quite different because you're using different technique, but it also depends on what tipper you're using. For example, mine has a solid top and more of a hot rod type of stick at the bottom. So there's very distinct sounds. So yeah, I think that's what makes it a lot of fun. I really, really like this tipper, by the way. I will put a link down below to where you can find it also. So now what I would like for you guys to do is to do a double-ended roll followed by a single-ended roll. So it would be like this. Double, single. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my left hand, it's gonna continue in the same place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. Okay, now can you guys put a single-ended roll followed by another single-ended roll? So it will be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, now guys, can you put a double-ended roll followed by a double-ended roll? So it will be like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really, really good. Okay, so for the next part of the groove, we need to do a down, up, tap. Just like we did in the last video. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. This time you're not gonna travel across, you're just gonna stay low right here. Down, up, tap. And my left hand, what it's gonna do, it's gonna be bass for every time that you do your one or your down, and then it's gonna go to the middle for the rest. So it's gonna look something like this. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Okay, so now let's do it a little bit faster. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Bass, middle. Bass, middle. A little bit faster. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Try 2 of them together. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Again. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. Down, up, tap. That's really good. Okay, so what we want to do next is we want to do down, up, tap, and then you're going to do a single-ended roll and then followed by a double-ended roll. So it's going to be down, up, tap, single, double, down, up, tap, single, double, down, up, tap, single, double. And remember that for your rolls, your left hand or your tonal hand goes in the middle and just pushes a little bit to make them crisp. So let's try it again a little bit faster. Down, up, tap, single, double, down, up, tap, single, double, down, up, tap, single, double. Can we try a little faster? If you notice my left hand, it's okay if I'm not doing this. I still have my fingertips at the bottom so that I have a base, but instead of doing this the whole time, because I have to move so quickly, I kind of do this a little bit more, kind of in this motion. It's still a base, but the rest of my hand is not resting on the drum. It's kind of almost like hovering and ready to go in the middle. Okay guys, so now we want to continue to the end of our groove. So it's gonna start the same, down, up, tap, and then you're gonna do a single-ended roll, but you're kind of gonna be traveling a little bit higher up because you wanna finish on a pop. So this way, your left hand is gonna mimic your right hand and it's gonna meet on the pop. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. So if you notice my hand, I'm gonna be traveling up and then going into my pop position. Remember, you always hit above your hand, not on your fingers when you're doing the pop. The higher you go and the more pressure you use, the higher your pop sound, or the higher pitched or the higher frequency. So it's gonna be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. 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 So I would suggest, just like I said in the last video, don't worry about too much about your tonal hand meeting your tipper hand. It will happen naturally. So now let's put it together. So it's gonna be down, up, tap, roll, pop. Down, up, tap, single, pop. Down, up, tap, single, pop. Down, up, tap, single, pop. Faster? Tap, single. A little bit faster. Single, pop. Single, pop. Single, pop. Okay, so now we're gonna put the groove together. So do you guys remember the down, up, tap, single, double? Yeah? So we're gonna do that 3 times, and then we're gonna add our ending that goes to the pop. So it's gonna sound like this. Down, up, tap, A little bit faster. Good job, guys. That's really, really good. So for this groove, I think you guys have to be really patient with yourself, because doing rolls is not the easiest thing, and then like making them really crisp and really accurate, and then also not only doing them a certain way but doing both styles, single-ended and double-ended, and then putting them together into a groove is not the easiest thing to do. So I would suggest you guys take your time with the single-ended and the double-ended rolls on their own, then put them together and slowly keep adding things. You can watch this video as many times as you need, pause it, rewind as many times as you need. But if you try to do everything at once, you guys might feel a little bit frustrated and you might want to continue. So take your time, and I know that you guys can do it. So now for the fun part. Now that you know how to do the different, you know how we worked at the beginning on putting like the different patterns of 2 doubles, or a single and a double, or a double and a single, or single, or like that. Now, whenever you do the single and double, or even at the end for the single to the pop, you can change them any way you want. You can have doubles, or just singles. You can do anything you want with it. So I'm just gonna do like a couple of examples, just so you guys can see what I mean. Single, double, double, single, 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 pop, single, single, double, double, single, double, single, pop, double, 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 single, 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 pop. So there's so many ways that you guys can do it, and that's the fun part. You guys can plan it out, you can write it down and memorize it, what you're gonna do, or you can kind of do what I did eventually, and just kind of think about either a single or double and get your mind to just do it on time to the beat. So that's a pretty cool challenge as well for you guys. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked the groove, and comment down below how you're getting on, maybe the patterns that you're doing. Share this video if you know that people might be interested in it. Find it like a little challenge. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Sometimes I post a couple pictures and like just some news, how I'm doing and things like that, if you want to see that. And I hope you guys are well and safe and happy, and I'm sending you a virtual hug, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!